Oke, selamat datang kembali di game YouTube Today. Dimana kemarin kita baru aja nyelesain perselisihan antara tiga sekawan, tiga pengkhianat lah ibaratnya. Dan sekarang kita udah ngelewatin vote yang pertama. Ya begitulah. Jadi kayak aku masih heran kenapa si Keiji itu kesas tuh masih nggak ngerti. My heart was pounding, wondering when I get past the bad card, meow. But my roll didn't change up at the very end, Wolf. I made it through all 5 trade, meow. Oh, jadi ada 5 ya? 5 trade ya? Tapi si Kitaro bilang ada 4 trade. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out. The token ranking had Kitaro in first and Gina in last. If I heard right, me, you, and now we're near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough token to trade card. Kalau gitu tuh bisa kita exclude dong. Aku si tokoh utama siapa sih? Si Sarah, si Nao sama si ini tuh si Reko bisa kita exclude aja. Berarti yang kemungkinan nge-trade itu Keiji karena jangan lupa si ini juga kita exclude. Si Kitaro sama Shiso, 4 orang ini aja yang nge-trade. Harusnya. Kayaknya ini deh. Masa gorilla, that's wrong, meow. What? There's a weird 5 trade rule. 5? Wait, by memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game. I get it. You misunderstood, Kitaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. Huh? 2 trade? Huh? 2 trade? What? Don't make no sense. That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody giving me an explanation. Well, that's on us. Hey, Kitaro, when was it that you passed Sarah the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have sacrifice from the start? Nah, that I need. The first card I had was a commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trade. What? I don't have a clue. Why is that, meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. For real? Who you trade what? I give Sarah the key master. Eh? Then what card did Sarah start with? At first I was commoner. You trade key master for commoner, meow? And I depend on our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort of. In the first trade, I passed the key master into Sarah's head. And the second trade, exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Kita the commoner. And in the third trade, Saraki Master and Kitaru sacrifice was swapped. Yep, that's what it means. Master Garida, tell us everything you can remember, Mel. We're gonna have you tell us all the detail of the third trade. At the time of the third trade, I was searching for the first floor land, meow. So I wanna know the situation, Wolf. The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. this thread, I better keep them sorted in my head. Can you now sort of the detail on the thread? Oh! Okay, let's all this straight. The top row of this table is the card everyone has started with. The sweater to the right had more token to spend in the board stroke at least. The next row in what card everyone had after this first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the trade, and so on, so forth. The bottom row is after the 5 trade. In other words, the row they end up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework if it's new information come up. Oke, jadi untuk first trade-nya itu kan kita tukeran sama si KG kan. Kita tukeran sama KG, kita jadi Key Master. Si KG berarti jadi commoner. Ya kan? Kita Key Master terus sacrifice terus balik lagi ke commoner. Bentar, kita ekstrak dulu deh orang-orangnya. I was off doing all this stuff by myself. I wanted to see the laptop now. What stuff did you do exactly? It's not relevant right now. Wow. I was worried cause you were acting strange, Sarah. Today you betrayed the sacrifice. Damn Potaro, you're gonna make a death threat on the spot and I'll kill all innocents. Huh? Something strange here. Why wouldn't you deny it, Potaro? What? I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Gila lagi. Wah gila, makin cepat. Enggak. Oh, berhasil. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. I spit it all out, Potaro. I mean, the corporate, with Sarah, with everyone. But I gotta use it for confidence. I'm pathetic. A pathetic other. The thread, my sacrifice being said to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was so doing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So new. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, so was going to use to the toilet. He went to use the ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sarah Key Master. Don't know a thing about that. Wait a second. He chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So isn't it about time to you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Suspicious, suspicious individual, KG. Oh, damit. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statement, these two give a shot the either affirm correct one and the like incorrect one. Kita couldn't do the thread. I was on the toilet, so I couldn't either. Salah, sorry. That was what Kitaro did to purpose his deal. So must have been very wary of Kitaro, who called against him using force. So Kitaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. So he had yet another objective on top of that and the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you want. You get it. After the second threat, me and Kana were working on this escape plan. Then I heard Kitaro shrug the door. "Wanna make a deal?" he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it, sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I shared the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that the first security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell ya. They told me, set up the props using the dead cam. Then it's true, you set up the car. Yeah, cars I didn't know what they mean yet. Once I found out, I know Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the stage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 token. 100 meow? No shit, that's enough for 2 trade. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How can you pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself? What a detail that you are. Say again? Although you left yourself an escape route, if you were in a pickle, you should pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To me, Sarah, how was they get out of her island? Is that the truth of the trade? I was hopeful it might make you cheer up, you sip coffee. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectation. Yeah? The 4th threat was you, wasn't it, Miss R? Huh? What you talking about? I mean, the sacrifices are what killed Joe, yes. I didn't even have enough token. I couldn't do any trade. No token? That's hard to believe. Quit, Lana. I was with Sarah for the 4th trade, Wolf. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then. Well then, it must be Mulai who did it for you. KG, you took the sacrifice for Miss Sarah, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The 2 of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and KG formed the terrifying plan in front of the sacrifice. To achieve the victory in the main game, by way of said sacrifice, that's key to escape by working together and having KG win the fight. I suspect the 5th threat that followed was Miss Sarah and KG making bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have a trade. Then the sacrifice is KG. That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by 5th trade. So spotting nonsense to let everyone be unknown. If my reasoning is correct, KG is the sacrifice and the sage is Miss Dow, perhaps? I am the sage? Yep, so it might well be fine to miss now die this time. Oh, wait a second. At the start, you said you were the sacrifice. If that was a lie, I'm a commoner. No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but KG is the same end in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since it's the least valuable. So? Enough. It's been a long time since I've had somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I alone since used all my token. And you want me to just believe that? So you're just dying to say I end up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the key master. Huh? What are you saying? The key master is Kitaruto. Look like we got him good. My real role is Sage. Kitaru the Sage? Ridiculous. That's impossible. It's possible, right? And as a Sage, I'm making an announcement. KG without a doubt the key master. It can be true. That's all. You were on the right track to think accomplishing. But it wasn't Sarah I came up with. It was Kitaro. Huh? Let's tell the truth of the fourth thread, shall we? What? The thread between Mr. Policeman and Kitaro. First, when so betrayed me with the sacrifice, I was stopping around in the rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kitaro that we team up. And so, in the fourth thread, KG and Kitaro card got traded. The fourth thread sure ended up punishing the loner now. Meow. Hold up, Kitaro, why didn't you pass out during the fourth thread? Iya, bener. Terus siapa yang awalnya Sage? Tapi nggak mungkin sih, kata aku nggak mungkin. Terus siapa yang tukeran sama kita? Kok aku jadi bingung ya? Bentar, kita ekstrak aja dulu semuanya. I'm sure Mr. Police was more burning with the desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used a whole 50 token to trade card with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner wolf. Huh? Before Mr. Police say he didn't have any token at the fourth trade, meow. Then he called it half trade wolf. Iya bener, makanya aku heran. I'm getting confused. Sama. That's that when I first spotted him, I just pacified him saying he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kitaro and we talked things over. And for trade, I traded my card with Kitaro Keymaster. But actually, I went on and did this trade myself with Kitaro was passed out. Seems Kitaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all out the power of the card, even my noticing of Kitaro Keymaster. Seeing you acting funny, sir. Sorry, I was confused. The sacrifice has moved up to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided to I'm done. Knock it down and take my token back. KG noticing me that and came to talk. He pressured me to give up. Didn't know what I was thinking after all. And so I just tricked KG and had him taking custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? I mean, KG called do the trade himself, but Terus ini tablet siapa? Ini tablet siapa? Ini tablet siapa? Ini kenapa tablet KG ada di sini? Gue jadi curiga sebenarnya. Jadi yang nge-trade itu si KG, tapi pakai tabletnya kalau tablet si Kitaro gitu. You give him all your token meal? Sure did, and I'll see him like that landed away outside so barbara. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are you? I've still got up. I can be confident with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Kitaro having a key master? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the sage power of clairvoyance? Hah? Bentar. Sorry, agak miring. Huh? So you still don't know? Okay, let's resume the discussion. The power of that card. You don't mean? Yeah, the sage clairvoyance, of course. The sage could use clairvoyance even outside of the main game. That was a tablet hard for. You intentionally didn't mention it. Unrelevant, all the mystery now. The short profits Minister Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kitaro Master. Then I made the fourth trade to swap Kitaro Master and my sage. And now there isn't even a need to discuss a fifth trade anymore. Confident of your victory earlier, he confesses, I'm common. Another question? Now there's something odd about Keiji's story. It becomes clear if I look back at the thread so far. That card I had, the first was a commoner. Keiji was the key master. And in the first trade, the key master was sent to me on my commoner Keiji. The second trade, the sacrifice went to the Kitaro and his commoner went to someone else. Next trade, so I initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kitaro the keymaster. And the fourth trade, the keymaster went to the Keiji and the sage Kitaro. That part of the thread sure enough is sage. That's right, the sage is out of place. Keiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the sage at the time of the fourth trade? Keiji first card being the keymaster, that was lie. Keiji had the sage from the beginning, and so his cleverness let him see who had the keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why the first trade he called me the person with the keymaster trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Are you really going to vote for so? No? Something not right. We should discuss this a little more. Don't be stupid, you are candidate now. If this discussion lead to you getting picked, I'm afraid to. But I just get a weird feeling. Are you sure so is really a commoner? And that Keiji is the keymaster? Something odd. Yeah, you're exactly right. There's still a mystery remaining. In the fifth thread, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, meow. The fifth thread, we shall talk about the some move. If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for you, you know. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keiji, the overall conclusion is gonna make us more lost. He shouldn't die so. That's how it ends. No, we can do that, KG. As long as we have the time, we shall seek the truth. Alright, let's do it. We discuss the role of war in the final fight. Nah, there's someone who move start sacrifice via the 5th trade. If KG the keymaster, so Kana or no shall be the sacrifice, right? Is the loner really common or meow? Shall we believe that one? Alright. So what's confident the whole time that Sarah tried away the sacrifice? In other words, Kana or now which of them would have sacrificed? I don't believe it. KJ and Kitaro are lying. Emang sih ini yang aku heran pas tadi itu kayak ada yang salah. Kenapa dia tiba-tiba jadi stage sama itu padahal trade-nya kurang. Jadi sebenarnya siapa yang awalnya keymaster kalau kayak gitu? Ya kan? Jadi pertanyaannya kan itu, siapa yang awalnya keymaster? Jangan bilang yang awalnya si keymaster itu nggak mungkin si Kitaro kayaknya. Tapi nggak tahu juga sih, soalnya kita nggak tahu kartu pertamanya Kitaro apa. Jangan-jangan si Kitaro tuh awal tukeran kan? Dia sebenarnya awalnya keymaster, terus dia kerja sama Keiji, jadi keymasternya ke si Sarah. Terus si ininya bilang kalau misalnya dia itu bakal nge-trade, ya kan? Terus dia jadi commoner. Nah dari commoner nggak mungkin. Wah, membingungkan sumpah. Ini ada yang aneh soalnya. Siapa yang nge-trade keymaster ke kita? Berarti aneh sih. Tapi aku ekstrak aja dulu seperti biasa. Sumpah ini pusing. Is there any possibility that his keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? Kitaro's sage power shot let him see that KG keymaster. Then is that possibility zero? If KG the keymaster, so in Kana or now, it should be sacrifice, right? Sarah, you really didn't have token, right? You didn't hand someone the sacrifice. Please believe me. Alright, in that case it's gotta be someone with token who made it up to the final pot, yeah. So or Kana. It's just painful to think it's over anymore. But for so, and let's end this, Sarah. That's the science of feeling for KJ trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card he didn't know on a leak about the truth. If he didn't stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he called run my card. But I keep it on me at all times to avoid just that keep it tucked beneath my cloth. So didn't have a chance to thoughtfully his commander. Udah, aku mau ekstrak. Salah. Aku mau ekstrak dulu yang sisok. Damn it. Oh, dia cuma bilang kayak gitu. This is it. Kitaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all the time, yes? Yep. Take a look. It's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the tablet in the last super room. On the tablet? I called the ping of you, Mel. As I thought, the tablet Kitaro was now its spare. This tablet I pick up was lying near you when you was passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Kitaro original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? It's because I took the tablet from Kitaro. Huh? But I like by fingerprint. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Kitaro finger to it. And so we arrive at Heartbreak Street. What do you mean by that? Depending on when the look at the tablet, he makes him through our entry strategy. The worst time for it would be after the fourth trade. That's when Kitaro had the stage and I had the keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Kitaro's sage power to also. Now I was the keymaster. So I has just been acting fool. Shit, you got me. Or not. Wonder if I am acting right now? Or maybe I'm telling the truth. So, not good. Now there's the possibility that Cell has to sacrifice. Yeah. As it states, there is no way we can vote for Cell. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Khan or now either. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to for. We get to find the one with the at least one chance of having the sacrifice. So an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and the Pixies now, is there any real different move? You need a certain amount of token to take the sacrifice from Sarah. In the 5th trade. Extra. But we know. All I can think of it is token, meow. Bucket Girl has a lot, and Pixies now only have a little. We have the meow tokens. So absolute no-go. He the most likely pull this kind of trick. But I can just now or kinda damn it. If you consider the token con, you get your answer. But I know I am all for the who did threat what possibly are there. Like insane, now hardly had any token. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. Then it's now the one with the Alice like hood. Wait, please. This isn't right. Big sis now? Like, are you going to kill me with such vague reason? Please have another discussion. You're right, we can end this discussion. What you're saying? I just remembered something. That was why anyone called Get Token. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? From Alice's body! By stealing token from Alice's body. I know you called it. Pixies now wouldn't do such thing, meow. Soalnya pas kita datang, terus nanya sama si Savalin, dibilangin di itu Alice tuh nggak ada token. But it's true. When I went to check the body, the token were already gone. And now was closely inspecting the room of flies. Nah, it ain't just now who called Thursday. Called it of us you got those token. In other words, everyone has potential the possessor to sacrifice. It's all end with a gamut of trust. Then that's the last action is going to be the key. What will each of us doing at the time the 5th trade? Aku tahu kenapa aku bisa suspek si Now karena itu apa namanya yang victim videonya ada di tangga. Asin. just before the main game starts. How you can find the sacrifice? We have defeated the best answer. Kana now action at the time of the fifth threat. I was sitting on the stair, thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in my winter room the whole time. Will you believe that? Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering up cementedly. Did anybody see what the three were doing? I was with now on the stair for the most of the time. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, man. Ekstrak lagi. We have the developers of blah 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 blah. Your friendly policeman was solving a side trouble. Hide now a thing. Kana, while speaking. Are you hiding something, Kana? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see straight around. Really? Really? Where are you? I mean, I was looking for something I dropped. Something she dropped? Did anybody see what the three were doing? If only I hadn't passed out. There was also ring up a box right in front of me. What do you think, Miss Sarah? I can take self-claim seriously. I eventually went to check the rubble block exit. It was always the same hopeless situation though. So I didn't know what the now was doing at that time. The hope of escape has vanished. I can't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sarah, please save me. I didn't see the three meows, Sally. Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching? Well, yeah, there was smartphone on the stairwell. What? But it wouldn't even make call, or it was useless for escape meow. Jangan-jangan. Kana, what is the smartphone you lost? How did you know? Sure enough. I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kana first trial room. Again, tell me, where did you pick it up? It was way down the stair, meow. Sheesh. She must be just dropping it while we are all climbing the stair, surely. That's not it. Think back for me. When we are climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone, then everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climb up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stair. What this is descend for? Why did they try to hit this Kana? Because Pixie Sarah, there's message on this phone, meow. Right, that was Kana's sister. Huh? It's different message. Because... Oh, thank you, I love you, sister. Now it's Kana turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kana can attack. This is... Please, give it back. Hold on, did you write this, Kana? But Kana big sisters are already dead. Could it be the sister in these messages? No way. Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here? It's me? Yes. I know, it's strange. But Kana, to Kana you are. And so you wanted to save Sarah that much? Yes. Hey, Kana. What is you who tried away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring box in the winner room, you returned to the third floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kana. Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Kana? That's so inconceivable. No, I don't want to confide it. Deny it, Kana. What the word is listening? That's a lot of. Nah, it's all correct. You idiot, don't say anything! Kana did the fifth thread. She won't hide the truth anymore. Kana! Kana did it. She really did it to protect me. That's just the worst outcome. Saya Kana. So he caught out at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the fort toward Kana. Shut up! Since there was no other way for Kana to survive. Please wait. Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? With the fifth thread, Kana switches her card and start a card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the path. Seeing her sister word calmed her heart, and she came to despite herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying her sister, the other, Sarah. She just had the feeling that so had to send the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even though she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind. She couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kana. She didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make so a murder. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her karma for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana? But the card she received was a commoner. Aku pusing. What? What's going on here? Aduh, berantakan. Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she tried card with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice. I'm thinking about what is Kimi saying. That's all true, please believe me. I didn't read. We just have to talk about what kind of statement. I can't believe Bucket Girl Wolf. She's lying to thread and confuse us, meow. One might be kinda messed up or who she or was trading with Sa or something. Some unique situation that caused the role to just disappear. Is that possible, I wonder? You can trust electronical for shit, the tablet error and the threaded got messed up. Don't tell me, I wonder if the hacker the roll card themselves. I don't know what to believe. I can see through the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. Satu-satunya yang kemungkinan besar trade no. Satu-satunya. Kita ekstrak dulu semua. Aduh ini gila. Aduh pusing aku, otakku pingin pecah. She's been betraying us over and over now. She's even less trustworthy than the Lana Wolf. Don't trust back at Kirby, Sarah. This might be absolute opinion, but so was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner room, right? After did he hack the data there? Because I mean, there isn't anyone but Saw who calls an irregular, is there? It ain't unthinkable for Sarah. Maybe influence of Saw hacking extended to the raw data or something. Some nice evidence would make that whole lot more confident to bet. I don't know how the ring of bugs work, but if you are just saying them into the receiver, there can't be mistaken. And yet my sacrifice didn't move. If I'm a kind of mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed its destination, something like that. Does it change the track? I'm coming to think. Wasn't Mulai talking about some transcription of guests just before the main game? There was possibility, something separate from so hacking. Another girl that definitely occurred. The transcript by Flower Master Gashu. Huh? Say what? Remember what Mulai said before the main game? Gashu, are you listening? You are really gonna and muck a thing up. You better flag a transcription on that shack, the very core of the main game. And despite being such a hook transcription, it has shown itself at all this far. And now this illogical movement of the card that tormenting us. Called this very issue by a biggest transgression? We believe kinda, that's the only explanation. You're saying the card tempered with the card movement? But for the floor master, what would be merit for doing that? There's no merit. Maybe there was no merit. No, there has to be one. At the very least, she must have had a goal in mind. And we can figure it out. What is it? We might know who moved the sacrifice. Quite a depth of Max inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Cashew. If you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I need a full master code. If we can expose your transcription, this may get one count. We demand a second attempt or 24 hours later. You just know everything, don't you? As to be expected for Mr. Chinoy. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. Oh, you for real? With 24 hours, we could make another shot-out escape. But there's your thing. If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on the other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we've spun. This theory wasn't being directed by Cashew. So please tell us the truth. The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the royal castle. If we know whether that claim is true or not, we can help. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kana. Yes. You really don't have to sacrifice. It's okay. Kana really doesn't have to sacrifice. I see. I didn't accept the roll count. I didn't do any hacking to them. So that's the truth, Miss Sarah. Now let's not trick. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to export gas to transcription. Just what I wanted to hear. Gila. Ada patrioting each other. I'm betting keep that head on. Together we export gas to Mr. Dit. Otakku sakit sumpah. Cause that's something to gain from tampering with the trade. You think he had to sacrifice God to someone he wanted to kill? Or else you think there was somebody who just didn't want to die? Is that answer in the clue we have left? That's fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. Ini udah berapa menit? Bentar, aku mau lihat dulu. Wah gila udah sejam. udah dulu time out. Biarinlah, aku bakal post ini 1 jam. Sumpah ini greget banget. Gua nggak tahu harus ngapain. Tapi ini bakal rame banget. Pokoknya aku bakal langsung cut di sini. Ya segitu aja dulu. Terima kasih telah menonton. Jangan lupa klik like-nya kalau kalian suka, dislike-nya kalau kalian nggak suka, dan share ke teman-teman kalian biar aku makin sepakat untuk main game ini baru. Dan sampai jumpa di episode selanjutnya. Bye bye.